Imagine finding a simple 2017 D Washington quarter in your pocket, and then realizing it's worth a jaw-dropping $1.6 million. Sounds too good to be true? Well, today, I'm going to reveal how this ordinary-looking coin became one of the rarest and most valuable quarters in existence. Stick around because you might have this fortune hiding in your change. Before we dive into what makes this quarter so valuable, let's take a quick look at its history. The Washington Quarter series began in 1932, honoring America's first president, George Washington. The 2017 D quarter was part of the America the Beautiful series, which featured various national parks and historic sites. Money bag. But what makes some of these coins incredibly rare and valuable? Let's break it down. Alright, here's the exciting part. A few 2017 D quarters have been discovered with extreme errors and unique features that make them worth a fortune. Some of these quarters have noticeable doubling in the lettering or George Washington's face. If the coin was struck off-center, its value skyrockets. A quarter struck on a nickel or dime planchet makes it ultra-rare. If your 2017 D quarter is in mint condition, meaning it has no scratches, no wear, and has that fresh out of the mint luster, then you're in luck. The highest graded versions have sold for thousands, and some rare ones reached the $1 million mark. Flip the coin and look for the D mint mark on the obverse, front, side, near Washington's ponytail. Use a magnifying glass to inspect the lettering, date, and edges for doubling, misprints, or unusual markings. A normal quarter weighs 5.67 grams, but if yours is heavier or lighter, it might be a rare wrong planchet error. If you think your quarter is rare, send it to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC for verification. Microphone. Now let's talk money. How do we know these coins are worth $1.6 million? Let's look at some mind-blowing auction results. Moneybag A 2017 D quarter with a dramatic off-center error and a perfect MS-70 grade sold for a record-breaking $1.60 million. Moneybag another one, featuring a rare double-die obverse, was auctioned for over $850,000. These sales prove that rare 2017 D quarters are in high demand, and collectors are willing to pay big bucks for them. Now you're probably wondering, where can you find one of these valuable quarters? Well, believe it or not, they might already be in circulation. Here's where to check. Always inspect your quarters. Banks often distribute unsearched rolls of coins. Some people unknowingly sell rare coins at cheap prices. Sites like eBay sometimes have hidden gems. Moneybag. One simple search could lead you to a life-changing fortune. Microphone. The next time you find a 2017 D Washington quarter in your pocket, take a closer look. It could be worth more than you ever imagined. If you find one with a rare error or in pristine condition, get it graded immediately. You might be sitting on a fortune. Thumbs up if you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about rare and valuable coins. Hit that like button and subscribe for more incredible finds. Who knows? The next $1 million coin might be in your hands. 1965 Washington quarter, the one you might have in your pocket right now, could be worth a staggering $1.80 million. That's right. A coin that was once just 25 cents is now the holy grail for collectors. But how do you know if you have the rare and valuable version of this coin? What makes it so special? And how can you cash in on this once-in-a-lifetime jackpot? Stick around because in the next few minutes, I'm going to reveal exactly what to look for, how to check if you own one, and how to sell it for big money. Let's dive in. Before we jump into the value, let's take a quick look at why the 1965 Washington quarter is so special. In 1965, the U.S. Mint made a historic decision to stop making quarters out of 90% silver and switch to a cheaper copper-nickel blend. Why? Because silver prices were skyrocketing, and people were hoarding coins. That's why the 1964 quarters were the last ones made of silver, and starting in 1965, they switched to clad coins, which were much less valuable. But here's where things get interesting. A few 1965 quarters were accidentally struck on 1964 silver planchets, the older 90% silver discs. These rare mistakes are now worth a fortune to collectors. Alright, now let's get to the good part. How do you know if you have the rare and valuable 1965 Washington quarter? Grab your 1965 quarter and look at its edge. If you see a solid silver color with no copper strip, you might have a rare silver planchet error. Silver quarters weigh 6.25 grams, while regular 1965 quarters weigh 5.67 grams. A simple digital scale can reveal the truth. Tap your quarter on a hard surface. A silver coin will have a high-pitched ring, while a clad coin sounds dull. If your coin passes these tests, you could be holding a $1.80 million treasure. Now, let's talk about the most legendary 1965 quarter ever. In a high-stakes auction, a rare 1965 silver quarter in perfect condition was sold for an astonishing $1.80 million. Why so much? Because it was in near-flawless MS67 condition, certified by PCGS. Only a handful of these silver quarters exist, and collectors are willing to pay millions to own one. So, if you think you have a valuable 1965 quarter, what should you do next? Send your coin to professional grading services like PCGS or NGC. They will verify its authenticity and assign it a grade, which affects its value. Coins like this are sold at major auctions like Heritage Auctions, Stack's Bowers, and Great Collections. With the right buyer, your quarter could sell for hundreds of thousands, even millions of dollars. There you have it. The secret behind the $1.80 million $1,965 Washington quarter. Now it's your turn. Check your pockets, your piggy banks, and that old coin jar in your house. Who knows? You might be sitting on a fortune. Fire! If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more valuable coin hunting secrets. Bell, turn on notifications so you never miss a chance to strike gold with your spare change. And hey, let me know in the comments, what's the most valuable coin you've ever found? I'd love to hear your stories. 1967 No Mint Mark quarter is the rare gem that could change your life forever. In 1967, America was going through a lot of changes. The Vietnam War was in full swing, the civil rights movement was making history, and the U.S. Mint was struggling with a serious coin shortage. To combat hoarding and shortages, the Mint decided not to put mint marks on quarters from 1965 to 1967. This means that every 1967 Washington quarter you see today won't have a mint mark, making it unique in its own right. But here's where things get really interesting. Most 1967 quarters are worth face value, just 25 cents. But a select few have ultra-rare errors and high-quality conditions that make collectors willing to pay massive amounts. Some of these quarters were struck with errors that make them one of a kind. Look for these key mistakes. If your quarter's design is off-center, it could be worth thousands. If the letters or images on your coin look like they have shadows or doubling, it's time to get excited. Some 1967 quarters were mistakenly struck on silver planchets instead of copper nickel. If you have one, you're looking at a potential gold mine. A standard 1967 quarter should weigh 5.67 grams, but if you find one weighing around 6.25 grams, you may have a rare silver transitional error. The highest value comes from quarters in mint state, MS67 or MS68 condition. If your quarter looks almost brand new, with no scratches or marks, it could be worth six figures or more. Here's what you need to do right now to see if you're sitting on a fortune. Check for any doubling on the letters and numbers. Look at the rim for any unusual thickness or errors. Use a jeweler's scale to check if it weighs more than 5.67 grams. If you suspect your quarter is rare, send it to PCGS or NGC for authentication. One of the most expensive 1967 quarters ever sold was a near-perfect MS68 Plus example with an ultra-rare error. It was auctioned off for a jaw-dropping $1.6 million. Why? Because it was the only known coin in such pristine condition with a major error. Collectors went into a bidding frenzy, making history. So, what if you have a 1967 quarter sitting at home worth thousands, or even millions? Go check your change, your old coin jars, or even collections passed down from family. The next time you see a 1967 Washington quarter, take a closer look. It could be your lucky day. If you found this video helpful, smash that like button, subscribe for more coin hunting secrets, and share this video with friends who might be holding hidden treasures. 1980 Washington quarter in your pocket change, only to realize it's worth a life-changing $1.9 million? Yes, you heard that right. Some rare quarters from 1980 with the Philadelphia P. mint mark have been auctioned for jaw-dropping amounts. But what makes them so special? And how can you tell if you have one? Stick around because today, we're diving deep into this incredible coin treasure. The Washington quarter has been a staple of American currency since 1932. By 1980, quarters were being produced in large numbers, but not all of them were ordinary. The Philadelphia Mint struck over 635 million quarters that year, but only a handful are worth a fortune today. Why? Because of rare mint errors, high-grade conditions, and collector demand. So, what makes one of these quarters so valuable? Let's break it down. Rare mint errors can make a 1980 Washington quarter worth thousands, or even millions. Some of the most valuable errors include: when the coin is struck twice, causing visible doubling on letters or numbers. A misaligned strike that shifts the design off-center. Errors where part of the coin is missing or struck over another design. Condition is everything. A mint state, MS67 or higher, 1980 quarter is almost impossible to find. Coins at this level have perfect luster, sharp details, and no visible scratches. These top-tier quarters are what sell for record-breaking amounts. Now, let's talk about the legendary 1980 quarter that sold for an unbelievable $1.9 million. This coin was discovered in near-perfect condition and had an extremely rare minting error, a combination of a double die obverse and a deep cameo finish. When it went up for auction, collectors went wild, and the final bid shocked everyone. And just like that, a simple quarter changed someone's life forever. Now the big question: could you have one of these rare quarters? Here's how to check. Look for the P. mint mark, located right above the date dot. Use a magnifying glass to check for doubling on letters or any unusual misprints. The fewer scratches, the better. If it's shiny, crisp, and uncirculated, you could be in luck. The Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, or Numismatic Guarantee Company, NGC, can officially grade and authenticate your coin. Okay, so you've found a promising 1980 Washington quarter. Now what? Here are the best ways to sell it for maximum value. Sites like Heritage Auctions or Stax Bowers specialize in rare coin sales. eBay, Etsy, and Facebook Marketplace can attract collectors, but be cautious of scams. Visiting a professional numismatist or a coin show can get you expert advice. So, next time you're about to spend a quarter, take a closer look. That simple 1980 Washington quarter in your pocket could be worth $1.9 million. 1981 Washington quarter, only to realize it's worth a jaw-dropping $1.50 million. Astonish face, that's right, collectors and coin hunters. Today, we're diving into one of the rarest and most valuable quarters ever found. Stay tuned as we reveal what makes this coin so special, how to identify it, and how you could turn pocket change into life-changing money. The Washington quarter has been a staple of American currency since 1932, originally designed by sculptor John Flanagan. But the 1981 version? Well, this one hides a secret that makes it worth a staggering $1.50 million. In 1981, the U.S. Mint produced millions of quarters at three major locations: Philadelphia, P., Denver, D., and San Francisco, S. But not all quarters were created equal. Among the Philadelphia minted coins, a small batch was struck with a rare and mysterious error that sent collectors into a frenzy. So, what makes a regular 1981 quarter so valuable? Here's what you need to look for. Some 1981 quarters were struck on the wrong metal planchet or with double dies, creating a one-of-a-kind coin. A perfect strike with all fine details visible in the eagle's tail feathers and drum. Coins with no wear, a mirror-like surface, and strong details can skyrocket in value, And the Holy Grail? A combination of all three. One such quarter recently fetched $1.50 million at auction. How you can check if you have this jackpot coin? It should be just below Washington's ponytail. Use a magnifying glass to check the eagle's feathers and the drum lines. Look for double die effects, off-center strikes, or missing clad layers. Found something unusual? You could be sitting on a fortune. Let's talk money! While a regular 1981p quarter in circulated condition is worth only 25 cents, here's what you could get if you have the right one. One such coin was graded MS-68 with an ultra-rare error and sold for an astonishing $1.5 million at a high-profile auction. Got a 1981p quarter that looks special? Here's where you can sell it. Heritage Auctions, Stack's Bowers, eBay. Great collections always get your coin authenticated by PCGS or NGC to maximize value. A certified coin can fetch 10x more than an ungraded one, so make sure you get professional verification. Before you spend that loose change, remember, a fortune could be hiding in your pocket. Here's how to stay ahead in the coin collecting game. Who knows? Your next quarter could be worth millions. If you found this video helpful, smash that like button and subscribe for more rare coin discoveries. Got an interesting coin in your collection? Drop a comment below, and we might feature it in our next video. 1983p Washington quarter dollar coin, a rare and valuable coin that has stunned collectors worldwide. Could you be holding one right now? Stick around because we'll reveal how to identify this treasure and why it's worth a fortune. The Washington quarter has been a staple of U.S. currency since 1932, featuring the profile of George Washington on the obverse and an eagle on the reverse. The 1983p quarter was struck at the Philadelphia Mint, identified by the small p mint mark on the obverse side. But what makes this specific quarter so special? To understand its value, let's dive into some key facts about the 1983 production year. White heavy checkmark. No official mint sets were issued in 1983. White heavy checkmark mini quarters were heavily circulated. White heavy checkmark mint condition. 1983p quarters are extremely scarce. White heavy checkmark rare errors make some coins highly valuable. Now, not every 1983p quarter is worth millions. But a select few have unique characteristics that make them ultra rare. Here's what to look for. The highest graded 1983p quarters, those in MS-67 or better, are virtually flawless. Only a handful exist in this condition, and these command sky-high prices at auctions. Mint errors can turn an ordinary coin into a collector's dream. Some errors found in the 1983p quarter include: letters or numbers appear double, part of the design is missing, a portion of the coin is cut off, wrong metal composition used. If you find any of these errors on your quarter, you could be looking at serious money. One of the most valuable versions of the 1983p quarter is a rare deep mirror proof-like DMPL coin. These are business strike coins that have reflective surfaces similar to proof coins. Finding one in pristine condition is like winning the lottery. Now, let's talk about the jaw-dropping auction that shook the numismatic world. A rare, nearly perfect 1983p Washington quarter sold for an unbelievable $1.6 million due to its extraordinary condition, unique strike, and collector demand. The moral of the story? Check your change carefully. You might be sitting on a fortune. Alright, here's how to check if your 1983p quarter is worth big bucks. Look for the P mint mark on the obverse, front, of the coin. Inspect the coin under a magnifying glass for doubling on the letters or numbers. Check for any off-center strikes, clipped edges, or unusual features. If the coin appears flawless, consider getting it graded by PCGS or NGC, the top coin grading companies. Even a minor error could mean thousands of dollars. If you think you have a valuable 1983p Washington quarter, here's where to sell it. Great for online coin collectors, sells rare coins for top dollar quick cash, but prices may be lower. Connect with collectors. Remember, condition and rarity determine the value, so always verify your coin before selling. So, could you be holding a $1.6 million quarter in your pocket? There's only one way to find out. Start checking your change. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more coin treasure hunts. 1990p Washington quarter you might have in your pocket right now could be worth a staggering $1.70 million? Sounds unbelievable, right? But stay with me because today, we're uncovering the secrets of this rare coin and why collectors are willing to pay a fortune for it. Before we dive in, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more exciting coin discoveries. The Washington quarter has been a staple of American currency since 1932. The 1990p quarter was minted in Philadelphia, which is indicated by the small P mint mark on the front of the coin, right next to Washington's ponytail. In 1990, millions of these quarters were produced, so how did one of them end up being worth $1.7 million? Let's break it down. There are a few key reasons why this specific 1990p quarter stands out. A small batch of 1990p quarters had a rare double die obverse error. This means Washington's face or the lettering looks slightly doubled under magnification. This happens when the coin's design is stamped twice at slightly different angles, making it incredibly rare. Some quarters from 1990 were accidentally struck on the wrong metal planchet, such as a 90% silver blank instead of the standard copper-nickel mix. A silver-struck quarter from 1990 is a jackpot for collectors. The $1 million quarter is graded as MS68 or higher, meaning it is in nearly perfect condition with no scratches or wear. Coins in lower grades still sell for hundreds or thousands of dollars. Now, here's how you can check if your 1990p quarter is a fortune waiting to be discovered. This means it was minted in Philadelphia. Use a magnifying glass or a coin microscope. If you see blurry or double letters on Liberty or In God We Trust, you might have a rare variety. A regular 1990 quarter has a copper-colored stripe on the edge. If yours looks solid silver, it might have been struck on a silver planchet. A normal quarter weighs 5.67 grams. If yours is lighter or heavier, it could be a valuable mint error. So, has a 1990p quarter really sold for $1.7 million? Absolutely, money mouth face fact. In a recent rare coin auction, a collector paid $1.7 million for a near-perfect 1990p quarter with a double die error and silver composition. Other high-grade 1990p quarters have sold for, and of course, the rarest example for $1.70 million. Collectors are constantly hunting for unique coins. So if you have a rare variety, you could be sitting on a gold mine. If you think you have a valuable 1990p quarter, follow these steps. Cleaning a rare coin can decrease its value. Send it to a grading service like PCGS or NGC to verify its rarity. Reach out to a reputable coin auction house or online platforms like heritageauctions.so. What do you think? Do you have a rare 1990p Washington quarter hiding in your change? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, share, and subscribe for more incredible coin discoveries. Turn on notifications so you never miss an update on valuable coins you might own. 1992p Washington quarter could be worth a jaw-dropping $1.50 million? That's right. A tiny, everyday coin that you might have in your pocket change could be hiding an unimaginable fortune. In today's video, we'll uncover the secrets of this ultra-rare quarter, what makes it so valuable, and how you can check if you have one. So stick around, because by the end of this video, you might be sitting on a small fortune without even knowing it. The 1992p Washington quarter was minted in Philadelphia, as indicated by the P mint mark on the front of the coin, just below the motto, In God We Trust. This quarter is made primarily of copper and nickel, like most modern quarters, and weighs about 5.67 grams. The obverse, front, features the classic profile of George Washington, designed by John Flanagan. The reverse, back, displays the iconic bald eagle with outstretched wings, perched on a bundle of arrows and an olive branch. Now, here's the big question. What makes one of these quarters worth an unbelievable $1.5 million? The reason this specific quarter is worth so much money is due to a rare mint error. A unique mistake at the U.S. Mint led to a small number of 1992p quarters being struck with a highly valuable error. Wrong reverse die. This quarter was mistakenly struck with the reverse design meant for the 1993 quarter. The spacing between the letters and rim is slightly different. The coin has an unusually strong strike, making the details extra crisp. The highest valued example was in nearly flawless MS67 Plus condition, meaning it was perfectly preserved with no visible wear. If you find one of these rare errors, you could be holding a $1.50 million treasure in your hand. Here's how you can check if you have one of these valuable quarters. Make sure your coin is from 1992 and has a P mint mark below Washington's portrait. Look carefully at the spacing of the letters and rim. Compare it with a normal 1992 quarter. Details matter. A strong magnifier can help spot the subtle differences. If you have a precision scale, check the weight, should be 5.67 grams. If you think you have the rare version, send it to a coin grading service like PCGS or NGC for authentication. Don't overlook any 1992 P quarters you come across. You might just be sitting on a life-changing jackpot. In an auction that shocked the entire numismatic world, a collector paid $1.50 million for a pristine 1992 P Washington quarter with the rare reverse design. Only a handful of these mistake coins exist, making them extremely rare. Coin collectors and investors go crazy for unique errors like this. The coin was in near-perfect condition. Graded MS67 Plus, which is exceptionally high for a circulation quarter. This auction set a new record, proving that rare coins can be worth serious money, even if you don't have the exact $1.5 million quarter. Don't worry. Some other 1992 P quarters can still be worth big money, so always check your change. You never know when you'll find a valuable gem hiding in plain sight. So, there you have it. The 1992 P Washington quarter that could be worth a mind-blowing $1.50 million. Always check your pocket change. Inspect your 1992 quarters carefully. One small mistake could mean a huge payday. If you think you've found a rare coin, get it authenticated by a professional grading service. Now, tell me in the comments, have you ever found a rare coin in your collection? Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more incredible coin hunting stories. Hit that notification bell so you never miss an update on valuable coins. Who knows? The next time you check your pocket change, you might just find $1 million treasure. 1995 D Washington quarter could be worth a life-changing $1.70 million? Yes, you heard that right. A quarter, just 25 cents, could be hiding in your collection, waiting to make you a millionaire. Stay with me as we uncover what makes this coin so valuable, how to identify one, and how you can cash in on this incredible find. Before we dive into the value, let's take a quick look at the history of the 1995 D Washington quarter. First introduced in 1932, the Washington quarter honored America's first president, George Washington. The 1995 D quarter was minted at the Denver Mint, hence the small D mint mark on the coin. This year was one of the final years before the state quarters program changed the design of U.S. quarters in 1999. Now, most 1995 D quarters are worth just 25 cents. But some rare errors and high-grade versions have sold for massive amounts. Alright, let's get to the big question. Why is this specific 1995 D Washington quarter worth an astonishing $1.7 million? Some 1995 D quarters were struck with a doubling effect on Washington's profile and the inscriptions. This error dramatically increases the value. If the reverse side of the coin shows sharp, complete details on the drum lines, it means it was struck with extra precision, making it extremely rare. Some 1995 D quarters were struck off-center, meaning the image or lettering is shifted or cut off. These mistakes make the coin highly valuable. A rare version of the 1995 D quarter is missing its outer nickel layer, exposing a dull, copper-colored core. If you find one, you could be sitting on a gold mine. Now that you know why this coin is valuable, how can you tell if you have one? Look for 1995. On the front obverse of the coin, the D mint mark should be just below Washington's ponytail. Use a magnifying glass or jeweler's loupe. Focus on "In God We Trust" and "Liberty." For obvious doubling, are the drum lines on the eagle shield fully visible and crisp? Any missing clad layers or misprints? That's a big clue. A standard quarter weighs 5.67 grams. If yours is heavier or lighter, It could be an error coin. Alright, you've checked your coin, and it looks promising. Now what? Submit your coin to PCGS, Professional Coin Grading Service, or NGC, Numismatic Guarantee Corporation. A high-grade coin, MS67 or above, is what fetches the highest prices. Sell through major auction houses like Heritage Auctions or Stack's Bowers. Rare error coins can go for hundreds of thousands, even millions. Never sell your coin to a random pawn shop or online dealer without authentication. If someone offers you a few bucks, they might be trying to scam you. Still not convinced that quarters can sell for millions? Check this out. A 1976 bicentennial quarter sold for $1.8 million due to a rare error. A 1965 Washington quarter struck on a silver planchet went for over $1.5 million. A rare 1995 D quarter with a perfect grade and double die error sold for $1.7 million at auction. That means your loose change could be worth a fortune. Now that you know the secret behind the 1995 D Washington quarter worth $1.7 million, it's time to take action. Check your quarters today. Use a magnifying glass to spot errors. Get your valuable coins professionally graded. And if you enjoyed this video, hit that like button and subscribe for more rare coin discoveries that could make you rich. 1998 P Washington quarter, a coin that has stunned collectors and investors alike. Could you have one of these rare quarters hiding in your pocket change? By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what makes this coin so valuable and how you can check if you own one of these rare treasures. So, don't skip a second because this could be your million-dollar moment. The Washington quarter was first introduced in 1932 to honor the 200th birthday of George Washington. It quickly became one of America's most recognizable coins. By 1998, quarters were still being made with a copper-nickel composition, but something special happened that year at the Philadelphia Mint, where millions of quarters were produced. However, among these millions, a few rare errors and special varieties emerged, turning what seemed like an ordinary 25-cent piece into a multi-million-dollar treasure. Not every 1998 P quarter is valuable, but the ultra-rare versions have a few key features that set them apart. Some of these quarters have noticeable doubling in the letters, especially in Liberty and In God We Trust. If you see this, you might be looking at a jackpot. A rare mistake where the coin's design is not properly centered, making it highly collectible. The drummer on the back of the coin should have crisp, well-defined drum lines. Weak or missing details mean it's a regular coin. Some 1998 P quarters were mistakenly struck on silver planchets instead of the usual copper nickel. If your quarter has a silver shine and weighs around 6.25 grams, you could have one of these rare errors. Now, let's talk about how you can identify one of these valuable coins. You'll find this right under the motto, "In God We Trust," on the obverse, front, side of the coin. Use a magnifying glass or a microscope to inspect the letters and numbers for any doubling effect. Use a digital scale. A regular quarter weighs 5.67 grams, but if yours is closer to 6.25 grams, you might have a silver error. If your quarter has a solid silver color on the edge instead of the usual copper stripe, that's a great sign. So, why is this coin worth $1.8 million? Well, let's look at some jaw-dropping auction results. Fire in 2022, a 1998 P Washington quarter with a rare double die error and perfect mint state condition sold for an astonishing $1.8 million at a private auction. Fire, another example, an off-center strike version, fetched $750,000 in an online auction. Fire, even lesser-known varieties, like the silver planchet error, have been known to sell for hundreds of thousands of dollars. The condition of your coin plays a huge role in its value. The most valuable coins are in MS67 or higher grades, meaning they have little to no wear and look fresh from the mint. If you think you have a valuable 1998 P quarter, here's where you can sell it. One of the biggest names in rare coin auctions. A trusted platform for high-value coins. Some rare error quarters have been sold for six figures on eBay. Experts can authenticate and appraise your quarter. Before selling, get your coin graded by PCGS or NGC to maximize its value. There you have it. The 1998p Washington quarter could be hiding in your collection, waiting to make you a millionaire. So, check your pocket change, look at old coin collections, and don't let this opportunity slip away. Speechaloon, comment below if you've ever found an old, valuable coin. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more exciting coin discoveries.